Hello. It is time. Something I've actually kind of been putting off, mainly just because of work. What we have here is the last match of the week 6 of the UBL that we haven't gone over yet. Let me turn this down just a tad because I'm not speaking as loud as I'd like to. My mic's not picking me up as well as I'd like to. Anyway, so we have a Fat Rat, also, as you can see, his turnip sucks, versus QSN. Going into this, Fat Rat was 4-1, while QSN, I believe, was 2-2. So 2-2? No, I can't remember. I checked, but obviously spoilers. Actually, I don't know why, because I actually already know the outcome of this match. I know the outcome of this match, and normally I don't like to spoil myself, but I kind of knew this one. QSN was 2-3 going into this week, that was it. Which means if they actually won, if they actually win this match, then they actually are still in playoff contention, because 4-3s could actually do it. But Fat Rat is a tough opponent. They are the second in the league, and have their scary team. You can see them. Got the Mega Gengar, Dialga Core, Amoonguss, Talonflame, Thundurus, a really, really strong Pokemon. And we see Porygon Z, which I honestly think this might be the first time I've seen Porygon Z. Versus QSN's Mega Mewtwo X, Zekrom, Togekiss, Swampert, Ferrothorn, and Magmortar. Honestly, I really like the Firewall Grass Core. Zekrom is really good. We played QSN quite recently. Did we? No, we never played QSN, but we've seen like we've seen really bulky Zekroms, and bulky Zekrom has actually kind of been something to keep an eye on because it's kind of a beast. So yeah. Anyway, and obviously Togekiss gave redirection as well as good damage and support. Perk could actually be really good here. It's immune to Thunder Wave, and it's great against Talonflame here. Pharaoh is really good for Amoonguss, and really Amoonguss. Magmortar just gives some good firepower, so I really like both sides here. Is there anything I would rather have either of them picked for this week? Let's get both their teams up, shall we? Maybe there was something else. I don't know why I'm opening a tab there, because I have a tab here with the thing open. I mean, maybe a Silvally set could have been cool. A Alolan Muck would have been really nice for Mega Gengar, to be fair. But other than that, not really. And as for Fat Rat, I mean, I'm a little surprised not to see Rain. But there is a Zekrom, so I can kind of understand it, I guess. But other than that, yeah. They've basically just gone, you know what, I'm just going to go with strong picks. And looks like they're kind of looking to have that speed control for this game. So let's get started, shall we? So we see Amoonguss PZ lead. Now, if there's anything I've learned from Series 6 of Pokemon, UGC 2020, it's putting redirection next to PZ is scary. You just don't want to deal with it. Granted, this isn't Clefairy PZ, and this isn't going to be a Dynamax PZ, but it's still going to hurt. It's still a PZ. And Amoonguss can also be just quite threatening. So we see Protect, which is actually a really nice play. We see it Scarf Magmortar. PZ getting the Psyshock down, and Stealth Rock's going up. That could actually be really useful against a Talonflame in the back. We see a Gigavolt Havoc come out. Okay, I like it. I like it. It's prep for Rain. So the Magmortar was prepared to fight in Rain if it needed to, so it wasn't Scarfed. Right? Because PZ went second. This is a slow PZ then, because usually, like, PZ's faster than Magmortar. So this is a slow PZ, so maybe maybe the plan was actually to potentially have a Trick Room mode. That could have been interesting. I could see it. But there's also, but you don't want to do Trick Room really against Pharaoh. So, Skull comes out, and we see a Spore onto that. Mewtwo and Dialga come out. If I see... I mean, this is like really the slowest thing you have left, so even if it was like... there was a Trick Room mode. But obviously Dialga does not like going in against Mega Mewtwo X. Why? Not as bad, because you're dealing with it worse like War Sphere. X is a little bit tougher. So, but you've already got the Swampert to sleep, so you can just Rage Powder and maybe try and take it out with Dialga. Sasha's are broken due to Stealth Rocks, which is always nice. Yeah, Rage Powder comes out, and see the Drain Punch. See a Dragon Pulse come out, and that's some damage. Some Life Orb Dialgas. We've seen Turnips use this Life Orb Dialga and really bop people. Just because it does so much damage. It really does. And just blocking what, yeah, just blocking, like, any damage on this Dialga. It is max sleep turns, but honestly, I don't think it matters, because I'm not really sure this Swampert's going to be able to do much against the Amoonguss anyway. Maybe it's got an Ice Punch. Goes for an EQ. That actually could have mattered, to be fair. Okay, I'll give it that. EQ could have actually been really good here. It would have taken out Dialga earlier, and then you would have at least seen the 4th from Turnips. But, yeah. Yeah, that was a case of you honestly let Amoonguss live too long. You can't let Amoonguss live. Like, Amoonguss, like, Redirection plus, like, a good Legendary is obviously very, very good. And Dialga's, like, powerful. It's very powerful. So, as we get into Game 2, yeah, just take out Amoonguss. You take out Amoonguss and, like, you can then actually start focusing down Dialga. So, this time we see Amoonguss Gengar versus Zekrom Mewtwo. So, straight power. This is insane pressure just off the bat, and especially because, like, so Mega Mewtwo's, like, still bulky enough to take Mega Gengar hits, and you're going to be going for Psychic moves anyway with Mewtwo here. Zekrom's not really going to get to do a lot, but I believe Mega Mewtwo is faster than, yeah, Mega Mewtwo is faster than Zekrom, so you might be able to still take out the Gengar. So we see the Mega, see both Megas, see Rage Powder come out, but yeah, Zen Headbutt's just... oh, that's an unfortunate one. Never mind. No! Okay, it didn't matter. And we see Sub come out. Ooh. That's actually really good. So you lose Mega Mewtwo X, but you get rid of the Amoonguss. And honestly, I'm not taking that trade. I'm not taking that trade every day of the week. But, like, I'm okay with it. Like, your damage is now Zekrom, but you got rid of Amoonguss, and Amoonguss was very much in the way of Zekrom. And you also have a sub up now. So getting rid of this Zekrom is not going to be easy. I want to see how Parrot does it. So your Sludge Bomb come out from the Gengar, makes sense. Straight up a Hyper Beam. I'm stunned we saw a Hyper Beam of all things, and that just bopped Togekiss. We know it's not choice. At least I believe we know it's not choiced, right? Do we, like, see if it's choiced? We did only see Psyshock come from game 1. It might be Specs. It might be Specs. It also depends on the Togekiss spread as well, but that might have been Specs. I just thought if it was Specs, it would do more to the Magmortar, but I'm not sure. It's definitely not Scarfed, and we didn't see an item from it otherwise, so I can guess Specs. Let me see if this might take a little bit, so do bear with me. From user. Okay. I don't think I can get it. I was wondering to see if Fat Rat actually posted a team, but they didn't. I did. If they did, it's too far up. So, but it is 2v2. So, but you've got Dialga with Fire Blast for the Pharaoh. It's just a case of taking out this Zekrom. So we see Shadow Ball there. That is bulky. And it still lives enough to get a sub. That's incredible. Yeah, this is the bulky Zekrom I think we saw before. But Shadow Ball's going to take that out. We see a Roost come out, but against... Yeah, you're not getting that off. Not against two incredibly powerful special attackers there. Yeah. So that will do it. That means that Fat Rat is now 5-1. QSN now 2-4. So unlikely to make playoffs. I think there's technically a possibility, maybe, that 2-4s can a 3-4 could actually make playoffs, but I'm not 100% on that. I may be wrong, but yeah. Again, they were someone who joined a league partway through, and just kind of was given a team. They didn't actually make any changes to the team, so honestly, saying they're doing as well as they can with essentially a team that they just were handed, you can't fault them. So, whereas Fat Rat solidified second with this week easily. It's impossible for them to drop from second now. So, but yeah, that will do it for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take away from this, first of all, never let Mungus live. It's never a good time if you do. And also just like really like it's kind of like you really have to know what your targets are. I mean, you gotta know what targets you have, but also like I wouldn't have expected Hyper Beam PZ, so I don't blame them. I don't blame QSN for being like, it was Amoongus and then 3 extremely potent special attackers. That's what you got here. So, like, trying to break through that, like trying to essentially bulk your way through it, like it certainly helped with the Zekrom for a little bit, but trying to roost in front of like Mega Gengar Life Orb Dialga was never gonna work. Honestly, I don't really know what else they could have brought. Like I say, maybe a Silvally set could have been cool. But other than that, I also really like the Electrum Z's tech. But Turnip's team is just really good, so I'll flip between Turnips and Fat Rat just because that's just... I see Turnips, I say Turnips, but obviously they also go by Fat Rat, and I kind of know them as Fat Rat through the Discord, so... Anyway, enough of that, enough of me rambling. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, so take it easy.